America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, has a huge and growing debt problem, which Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Michael Mullen, called the greatest threat to our national security. Here's why. In 2012, the federal government spent $3.5 trillion, but received only $2.4 trillion in taxes. That left an annual deficit of $1.1 trillion. That burden, along with prior deficits and debt levels, have basically been passed on to our children. We older folks certainly won't be paying it back. Even in 2000, when America last had a real budget surplus, our public debt carried forward from prior years was $3.4 trillion. At the end of 2012, the public debt had escalated to $11.3 trillion. Include intragovernmental obligations like money we borrowed from Social Security and Medicare trust funds, and add the state and local government debt like European countries do, and our total government debt was 138% of the economy, or GDP, at the end of 2012. That exceeds every country in Europe except Greece, and we sure don't want to follow Greece's bad example. The government has other explicit liabilities, primarily unfunded retirement obligations to our veterans and civilian employees, with a present value today of another $7 trillion. Add the federal government's $2 trillion in other commitments and contingencies, and the independent actuary's estimate of the present value of cash flow shortfalls for Social Security and Medicare, and you break through the top of the chart. In total, as of September 30th, 2012, our country was about $70 trillion in the hole. That's about $225,000 for every man, woman, and newborn child in this country. This debt and the interest on it is everybody's problem. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and interest are expected to exceed all federal revenues after 2030. Based on historical levels of taxation, this would leave no funds for spending on defense, homeland security, education, infrastructure, research, the poor, and it will put increasing pressure on Medicare and Social Security, which seniors depend on. Moreover, for the sake of the next generation, for us to spend and promise more to ourselves than we are willing to pay for is ethically and morally wrong. There are solutions, and we can solve this problem. However, we the people need to demand that our political leaders fix this problem before it's too late.